Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. Welcome back. Today's video is sponsored by GlassesUSA.com, where you can find over 6,000 different styles of sunglasses and sunnies in both in-house and name brand styles. By cutting out the middleman, GlassesUSA.com can offer glasses at up to 70% off retail, which is so great because you can still look cute without breaking the bank. Free basic prescription lenses come with every frame, and you can get a full set of glasses with lenses for as low as $30. Another great thing about GlassesUSA.com is that it's risk-free shopping. If for any reason you're not happy with your purchase, you can return your glasses within the first 14 days, 100% money-back guarantee, no questions asked. So using the virtual mirror tool, I chose a bunch of glasses and sunglasses, and I want you to tell me which ones you think look best. Starting with these. What do you think of those? I like these. I like the color of this. I like the little green on the top too. Super fun. Okay, there are those. What do you think about these for sunnies? It's not really sunny right now here in New England, but you know, it's always good to be prepared. What about these? These are Todd's. I like these a lot. In my other videos, you've probably seen me do this a lot. I'm always pushing my glasses back on my nose. It's because I don't really have much of a nose bridge, so glasses tend to slide, especially if I'm sweaty or if it's hot. But I recently discovered these little rubbery things that you can put on the end of your glasses, and they keep your glasses on your face. It's brilliant. But you know what? You don't even have to do this. You can just take a small rubber band and just do it on the end of your glasses. And if you have that problem, it's suddenly solved. So great. I love those little perks in life, just small little things. Another pair of sunnies. Oh yeah. And then these ones, I'm channeling my inner Emmy. So click the link down below to receive a special offer from GlassesUSA.com, and big thanks to GlassesUSA.com for sponsoring this video and for their continued support. So today I'm going to be cooking up an unusual combination pizza. It combines bananas and tuna fish, canned tuna fish. So I first learned about this via Twitter. Edinburgh Live tweeted this. A fellow named Lewis Mitchell tweeted an image that he found on a menu that offered banana tuna pizza, which sounds just like a strange combination. But if you think of pineapple and ham, it's not that outlandish. Now, many of you know I'm not a huge fan of banana, just in general, just banana fruit. No thanks. Baked and things, yes, I'm all down with that. But just a banana as a snack, no, not much. It's a textural thing, I think, for me mostly. I know people question that because they said, Emmy, you like squelchy, squishy things like natto and slimy, but something about bananas, I don't know. But maybe with tuna fish, it might be good. Not sure. But this is an actual menu item. I looked it up. A place called Westport Kismet sells it for about £5 for a small pizza and about £8 for a large pizza. So if they have it on the menu, why not try making it myself? Now my oven is down. Thank you all so much for your concern. This has been an ongoing problem. We've tried to do it ourselves. We got someone to come in and he fixed it, and then it broke again. So I'm going to be getting a new stove, which is unfortunate because this is not an old stove. I don't like this designing for obsolescence. I'm not into it at all. I really want something that's going to last me for a while. So disappointed about that, but in the meanwhile, I'm going to be using this to cook my pizza. This. Ta-da! It's a Pizzazz Plus. So the way this works is there's a heating element up above and down below. This pan rotates, cooking your pizza as it goes underneath this heating unit. It sounds good, right? You can also cook other things. They're saying that you can cook, frozen bagel bites. You can cook, pizza rolls, and what are these? Taquitos. So when I was researching the combination of banana and pizza, Sweden kept coming up because apparently it's a pretty common topping in Sweden to have bananas on your pizza, which I found so interesting because bananas did not come to Europe until 1905. Not until 1944 did they arrive to Sweden, of course, because bananas are a tropical fruit. But there they have it with a very interesting combination as well, with ham, peanuts, cheese and sauce, and curry powder. So we're gonna make two pizzas today. We're gonna make the Swedish curry banana pizza, and we're gonna make the tuna banana pizza, all using the Pizza Pizzazz Plus. Okay, let's open this. This was $54.99. Okay. Also, if you're not subscribed already, this would be a good time to subscribe and to follow me on social media, because when I'm finished with the Presto Pizzazz Plus, I'm going to be giving this away. So we have directions, and we have styrofoam. Okay, here's the machine. Ooh, dun 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 dun. Here's the pan. There's a little point of pivot. So it's got a little bit of a non-stick coating on it. Reminds me a little bit of a Chinese checker board. Here is the unit itself. Doesn't look like it requires any assembly, which I like. Rotating pizza oven, the fast and easy way to bake fresh and frozen pizza. Great for convenience foods too. So at the top, we've got a timer. And then you've got a control for the lower, dual, and upper. So this is very straightforward. All I have to do is wash this pan, place it on here, and we're pretty much ready to cook. Alrighty, let's go ahead and build our tuna fish and banana pizza. Here are 2 balls of dough. So around here, I live in Providence, Rhode Island, you can find ready-made pizza dough really easily, and it's delicious and cheap. It's like $1.29, $1.99. It's usually near the cream cheese or the cheeses. And I buy it all the time because it's so convenient. So all I'm doing is stretching the dough out. So one thing is that this is kind of noisy. I've got some tomato sauce. This is actually made from tomatoes from our garden. Next, we're gonna take some mozzarella cheese. Sprinkle that around. Did you ever see my balloon pizza video where I made a pizza that had a balloon pizza crust and the pizza was inside it? It sounds wacky, but once you see the thumbnail, it makes sense. But I got so many comments saying, you did not put enough cheese. Well, I don't like a lot of cheese. I mean, you know, it's my pizza. I can make it how I want. So that's enough cheese for me. Now I'm gonna take a banana. So now I'm gonna slice some banana all over my pizza. Now we're gonna add some tuna. This is just a can of regular old tuna fish. Sprinkle that all over. So on the back of the machine here, it gives you instructions on different types of pizza: frozen, rising crust, stuffed, regular crust, and fresh. So I've got a fresh pizza. It says to use the dual option for 11 to 13 minutes. Hey, that's not bad. It's actually less than the frozen crust. Plug this in. Ooh, immediately something goes on. Now we're gonna take our beautiful pizza and slide it into here and balance it on this little peg. So I'm gonna put it on dual heat, and it says turn it past 4, and I'm gonna do this for 12 minutes. Oh yes, I can feel it heating up. I'm not putting my hand under the unit, just feeling it right here. It's working. It's kind of great. I think for displaying purposes, I think this is pretty ingenious. Alrighty, so the timer says we have about 2 minutes left, and so far things are working pretty well. My entire kitchen smells like warm tuna fish, which is no fault of the Pizzazz Plus, but Oh, so there goes the timer. The cheese is bubbling. It's not quite golden yet, and my crust is kind of soft. When I look underneath, it's not golden at all. Give it another 4 minutes and see how this goes. So that would be a total cooking time of 16 minutes. Actual off switch, so I'm just gonna unplug it. Which is strange, you think there'd be like an off button, but there isn't. It says specifically not to cut the pizza on this cooking surface. But that came off very easily, didn't it? Put that back on. Nice. Also, the instructions said not to preheat the pan, just to put the pizza dough or the pizza right on the cold pan. Now the top looks really good. It's nice and golden and toasty. The bottom, ooh, it actually toasted up pretty nicely too. As this was cooking, I was skeptical, but it actually did brown up. Let's cut it and see how crispy the crust is. Hey. And there was a little bit of crunch to that, okay. This is certainly not an oven-fired grilled pizza. It's not going to get to that temperature, but for an appliance that rotates, meh. Itadakimasu. Oh my gosh, that's hot. That's very curious. The combination of banana and pizza sauce kind of changes the taste of the banana. It doesn't taste like banana so much anymore. The tuna doesn't really change though. You definitely taste the tuna fish. It tastes like canned tuna fish, but that combination with garlicky tomato sauce with the banana, Okay, let's try that again. It's really not what I expected. I expected the banana to be much sweeter and much more distinctive, like, oh, I can spot that banana flavor. But I think if I were blindfolded, I might not know that this was banana. The banana flavor is pretty subtle. It just kind of melts into the tomato sauce. And while the tomato sauce tastes different, I can't really pinpoint exactly what that flavor is. Wow. It is a little bit sweeter, and I definitely can spot the tuna fish. Damn, that's clear as day. Do I like this combination? I wouldn't say I like it. I wouldn't say I dislike it either. I don't think you'll see me raising my hand saying, I want a banana tuna pizza anytime soon, but it's certainly not horrendous or disgusting. It's just different. Let's go ahead and cook up our second banana pizza, and this one's going to be with ham and curry. It's a little bit thicker around the edge. So I'm going to extend this by a little bit because I did notice that the pizza did shrink a bit as it was cooking. Red sauce, cheese. Now I'm going to use some thinly sliced Virginia ham. Banana time. And then for a little bit more salty and some crunch, we're gonna add some peanuts, just some roasted peanuts. Now we're gonna place this on the machine, in the machine. That part's a little bit fiddly. I almost forgot the curry powder. So while this is rotating, I'm gonna go ahead and dust that on. Alrighty, so I'll be back in about 16 minutes to see how this pizza turned out. Okay, see you in a bit. I set this to 17 minutes, and at 15, I think this is done. Everything's starting to get really toasty up top, so let's go ahead and taste this. Remove our pizza. I have to say, this one smells incredible. My entire kitchen smells like curry. It smells delicious. And this one too has some crispness to it, and it's golden on the bottom, but it doesn't quite reach the edge, the goldenness. Let's give this a taste. Oh, it's gonna be screaming hot. Alrighty, itadakimasu. I definitely prefer this one to the tuna and banana flavor. I feel like the curry powder works really well with the tanginess of the sauce and a little bit of garlic in there. And the crunch of the peanuts are a kind of nice surprise. They're also roasted, so it kind of enhances the peanut flavor. The banana is subtle, just a little bit sweet, but I don't taste a really strong banana flavor. Granted, maybe if you used a riper banana, my banana was kind of just right in the middle. If it was a little bit more speckled on the outside and had a sweeter, stronger banana flavor, maybe it would be more pronounced. But I don't taste it nearly as strongly as I would have imagined. Let me see if I can get some of the ham. It's such an interesting combination of flavors. That bite definitely had some banana in it. It was sweeter. Got the pull of cheese and then a strong smoky flavor from the ham. Wow, I've never had anything like this before. The bananas kind of change as you heat them up. They taste a little bit more like plantains. They have a little kind of starchy flavor to them. So interesting. I think this is actually a pizza I could get behind. Peanut. The peanut's really good. Roasted nuts are infinitely better than non-roasted nuts. Roast your nuts, people. Roast your nuts. So final thoughts on the Presto Pizzazz Plus. It said and did exactly what it said it was going to do. It cooked a pizza while it rotated. It could have been a little bit crisper for me. The heating element, I think, just focuses more on the middle of the pizza rather than on the edges. So one little drawback I do see with this machine is that it does take up a certain amount of counter space, although you can take off the pan and store that separately. So that is something to consider as well. I think this is pretty kid-friendly, and I think they would enjoy seeing the food rotate as it's heating. Alrighty, so there you have it. Bananas on pizzas 2 ways. Let me know down in the comments if you've had either of these before. Would you ever have one of these? Let me know down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and big thanks to GlassesUSA.com for sponsoring this video. Click the link down below to receive a special offer from GlassesUSA.com. And thanks again so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media so you can see how you can win this machine. Like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye!